Hey, I'm Peter Murray here with Remax Results, hanging out with Bob Drake. Hey, Bob, say hi.
How you doing, folks?
Hey, we're here to talk to you about two real estate trends today. Topic one is home sales, and topic two is do you need a bigger down payment? I don't know if you guys have been following the statistics, but 15,315 homes sold yesterday. Was one of them yours? I don't know. How we got that number was we took the total sales, 5.59 million homes sold last year, divided by 365, and that's how we got our 15,000. But anyways, that doesn't really matter. What we're boiling it down to is trying to figure out the the health of the market. So currently we're at a 5 month supply. Ideally, for a healthy market, we need it to be right around 6 months supply. Right now, we're kind of in like a little seller's market. So if your home has not sold recently, you might want to look at the condition or the price. Um, Bob, what do you have to say? Ready to talk about down payments?
Yeah, one of the biggest topics that was shown when we hit the internet today was people waiting to purchase a home, and actually, should we wait and get a bigger down payment and then buy? And here's my answer: absolutely, positively, no. In the last 10, 15 years, the hot item that people were worried about when going into a mortgage is paying mortgage insurance. Nobody wants to pay PMI. Why? It's foreclosure insurance. It does absolutely nothing for the consumer. It is protection for the bank against maybe foreclosure. So anyhow, if you don't put 20% down, you have to pay PMI, private mortgage insurance. And quite honestly, that's just not the fact anymore. You don't have to wait until you have 20% of the sales price saved up to buy a home. In the last 10 years, one of the hottest mortgage products has been a 30-year fixed with no MI in the mortgage payment. And the reasons are real simple, real easy, and I'll break it down for you. You can do it with as little as 5% down. As you put 10% down and then 15% down, your rate gets better. And that's because your PMI, which you're buying out, the rate goes down the more money you put down. Here's the challenge I throw out to everybody. If you can find me an accountant, a CPA, a financial advisor, anybody that can put a 30-year fixed mortgage up, say 10% down, I don't care, we'll come up with 5% down, whatever you want to. But 30-year fixed mortgage with any of the three down payments, with standard private mortgage insurance paid in the monthly payment versus the buying it out up front and no MI in your payment. In essence, you're going up a little bit in interest rate. You're buying out. We just had a phone call breakthrough. You buy out the MI and now it becomes tax deductible. If you make over $110,000, that MI is not tax deductible for you anymore. So under 110, you might get a little tax break out of it. Over 110, absolutely positively charitable contribution. You're getting nothing out of it. It's much wiser to put it in your rate. Why? Well, because you end up with a cheaper mortgage payment over the standard, any percentage down with mortgage insurance in the payment versus any amount down with, they call it LPMI. I'm not going to get into that, but no MI in your payment. You simply go up in rate and buy out the mortgage insurance. Your payment will be less each and every time. There's no question in my mind. I've done it 1,000 times. There's no sense in paying more payment per month and getting less tax deduction. It makes absolutely no sense. So the key here is go up 0.25% in interest rate and get a higher tax return and a lower payment. It's as simple as that. I've done it several times. I just grabbed a quick sheet just to kind of give you an example. Real numbers, real people, real examples from buying a home. This is a couple of months ago. They came in with, they wanted a standard 30-year fixed, 10% down, and they wanted to see the numbers. So 4% is your 30-year fixed rate. Everybody wants to brag about the lowest rate that they got. I'm not bragging about a lower rate when I have to pay a higher monthly payment out of my take-home pay, and my tax return is less. But anyhow, that's kind of the premise I'm working at. They could either have 4% with, in this example, it's $146 a month in that foreclosure insurance, mortgage insurance, PMI. And their payment came out to be $23.71 a month. That was their total payment with taxes, mortgage insurance, homeowners HOA, and hazard insurance. So PITI $23.71. So I kind of pushed that away from it and said, just look at this for me before you go. You'd be crazy not to. You can go up to 4.25. Your total payment won't be $23.71 anymore. It's going to be $22.82. So you got a lower payment monthly. You have no MI in your payment, and all of that MI, which you don't have a tax deduction on, you're getting a tax deduction on now. It just boils down to lower payment and higher tax return, and it's few and far between people that ever turn that one down. It just makes good financial sense. It was actually a CPA that taught me this 10 plus years ago, so it was good enough for me. They knew what they were talking about. It was their personal mortgage, and I've stuck with it for about the last 10 years. So I say that's the way to go, and that's the answer to don't wait and try to save 20%. You don't know where the interest rates are going to be at that time. It could be, 6%. Grab your fours now. Do it at 5% down or 10%, whatever you can do, and get a home in the basement, and don't wait for the prices and the interest rates to go up and beat you down. Let's go back to the housing market with our real estate expert.
Hey, that was really great info. Thank you very much, Bob. That was a lot of info. So what we're going to do is we're going to post these worksheets that Bob had worked up for this broadcast, and I'll put it on my website, centerfoldhomes.com, CENTERFOLDHOMES.com. And I'll put it on my blog. Bob Drake has his own little blog roll over there on the right-hand side, so you can go and look at all of the blog posts that he's done, as well as kind of follow along with what he said, because that was a lot of great information about the home buying process as well as a down payment. Sometimes it just makes sense to put a bigger down payment down. Maybe it doesn't, but Bob is the person to talk to, and he's got that all squared away. And also about the number of homes that were sold previously, housing forecast. Check out my blog roll on my website as well, centerfoldhomes.com, on the blog side, and I usually tag that under selling. So once again, Peter Murray, RE/MAX results. 301-698-5005 is the broker. Ask for Peter. And Bob Drake. Bob, what's your contact info?
Number to reach me at is 301-639-5237. I'm here 5 days a week, 6 days a week. Give me a jingle. Thanks.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.